Friends, let's agree that life on earth is sometimes tragic, and that there are things that happen on this top side of earth that cause the heart to tremble, that causes us to lose hope, that causes us to question whether there is God up there. What would you do when you go through a tragic event and your life as you know it right now comes to a shattering stop, and you discover that you can no longer live the way you've known life to be? We came to Lesotho, to Maseru. You can see the beautiful city of Maseru in the background. Lovely people, but also there are stories of tragedy in Maseru. We went to Maluti, recorded a testimony of a man who's taken 23 years after the tragedy. It's a story worth sharing. What happened? How did he survive it? How has he managed to pick up his life and still live? How does he end up still believing that there is God and that he can still serve him? I invite you to come with me. Let's walk this journey. Let's hear perhaps how the Lord can turn circumstances that were meant to destroy us for his own glory. And may God bless you as you sit back and watch this story. See you next time. This is MelVee from MelVee Video Productions in Maseru. God bless you.
That is good.
Ntate Mokhothu.
I welcome you to this testimony show where we chatted with you some time ago about your life experiences, the accident that you got involved in. But today we would like to capture your life from the beginning up to this moment, just before the accident, during the time of accident, and then today as we are speaking.
Daddy.
How have you been? Can you just summarize what happened to you?
Hey, Ntate Mokhothu, I got an accident in 1993.
That means it's 23 years ago.
It's about 23 years ago.
Almost 23 years ago, yes.
Yes, Ntate. So, as you said, you wanted from the beginning of my life. I was born in Mahalasuk at Mikading, somewhere there in 1956. Grew up like any other child of Mosotho, looking after cattle and schooling at one school there at which is known as Morobong Primary School. From there, I went to Emmanuel Secondary School by then, which is now Emmanuel High School at Leribe. From Emmanuel, I went back to Mahalasuk, whereby I did my Form D and 5, which is matric, as is known outside, for 2 years. That is in St. Stephen's High School. I began working after school in South Africa. For about 8 to 9 years I've been in South Africa working there.
Any incidences that of great interest to you which are still in your mind that you may pick up from your primary school level?
And primary, really, I don't think of any
Okay.
of anything that was of interest to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Emmanuel? Anything?
The Emmanuel has been one of those places where I would say my life was changed there. Although I've been born in an Adventist home, I really did not exactly know what this church is like. I knew the church at Emmanuel.
Okay.
And I think that's when I would think life began seriously for me.
So you mean Emmanuel Secondary School? It's
Yeah.
where your relationship with God began.
That's where my relationship began with God, seriously, I should think so.
Beside you being born in a Christian home, an Adventist home, but when you got to this high school, were you in a boarding school or what?
Yes, I was in a boarding school. It was a boarding school, Emmanuel Secondary by then.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. So let's continue. Then you moved from Emmanuel. Then what happened?
I moved from Emmanuel. I went to St. Stephen's High School in Mahalisuk.
Yes.
Well, Mahalisuk was really a challenge to me academically,
Okay.
because since I have been schooling at Emmanuel, I never met a white man in class. And when I got to St. Stephen's, that was when I began seeing white people being teachers, and it was a little bit difficult for me to understand their language, really.
Mm-hmm.
But as time goes on, things went on and we worked on.
Okay.
Mm.
Then you moved from St. Stephen's. Where did you go?
I moved from St. Stephen's, went to South Africa in the mines where I was working. That was in somewhere western areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of work did you do there?
I was a work study observer
Okay.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Then from western area, where did you go?
Western areas, I went to that is Free State Mines, known as Phil Jones Crown, somewhere there.
Yeah.
That's where I worked, Vierfontein.
Vierfontein,
Yes.
which was next to
Next,
Klerksdorp.
next to Klerksdorp
And then I
or
was-
Ogni.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just on the other side, Buffelsfontein, while you were at
Okay.
Vierfontein.
Oh,
You're
right.
in those types.
Yeah.
But then from then to this Futhi, what happened? Where did you go? When did you leave Vierfontein actually?
I think I worked at Vierfontein for about 8 to 9 years. It was defunct, and as it defunct, I came back to Lesotho, and I think I made an application to Maluti Hospital, where I am now, and since then I have been at Maluti.
Okay. When did you get married?
I got married in 1986.
1986?
1986.
Okay. Were you already here at Maluti?
Yes, I was already here at Maluti when I married.
Okay.
In fact, even my girlfriend was at Maluti by then.
Yes. How did you meet this girlfriend?
Um,
Who's supposed to be your wife now?
my wife, I met her somewhere. She's actually a home lady, I would say so.
A home girl.
Yeah, a home girl. She's about 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers away from my place.
Okay.
But I only knew her in 1975 when she was collecting something at my place. I saw her and I began to say, I'm interested in this girl.
So it took you from 1975 up to 1986.
Yes, from 1975, in fact, we got dating in 1976. From 76 up to 86, we've been together.
Wow. Then 1986 you got married. How many children do you have so far, Ntate Retselisitsoe?
86 we got married, and we are blessed with 3 children, 2 boys and a girl.
Okay, where are they? What are they doing?
They are schooling. One is at the Free State University, while the other 2, the boy and a girl, they are in NAL, that is Lesotho University.
Okay, University of Lesotho.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then you came to work here at Maluti during that time. Can you just tell us your experiences during your working life here?
I worked at Maluti from 1990, if I remember exactly, as a data collecting person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Maluti also became a home for me.
Okay.
Mostly, I would say spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I learned a lot again also about the Bible.
Okay.
And Maluti gave me some much more experience of several things really, because that is at Maluti where I found myself being interested in books.
Okay.
As I'm not actually a colporteur,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm selling books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Besides the church business that you were so much involved in, as you were saying,
Yeah.
what about other hobbies? What else were you doing? What things that do you like?
I liked soccer very much. In
So
fact,
you're playing soccer?
I began by being an athletic man, running short distances, 100 meters and 200 meters. I think I've been very good in those
Mm-hmm.
distances. And
So
later on, I felt that running cannot give me anything. I went to soccer, and soccer has been one of the best hobbies for me up to the present day, though I cannot play it now, but I still like it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that means you were active, you enjoyed your life all this time.
Really, I should believe so. I was very much active.
Mm-hmm.
And
And things were more like moving smoothly for you.
things were really looking to be smoothly up until the time when I got the accident.
Mm. Until when you got an accident.
Yes.
Besides that, when you look back at your life, things were great. You had an opportunity to meet face to face with God and interact with the things of God. You got to a point whereby you met the love of your life,
Yes.
and then you got 3 children.
Yes.
Things were moving smoothly, and you ended up working in this institution, the Maluti Adventist Hospital Institution.
Yes.
And then, as you were working and enjoying life, were you an elder of the church at one time, or a deacon, or anything?
Yes, I have been an elder of the church. I don't know if I'm wrong to say that I'm still an elder, although
Okay.
I'm not very much active.
Okay.
Yes,
So then we got to this point that I would like us maybe just to pause before we get to this part.
yes,
When you got this accident that changed your life,